of us lived countless lives on earth. It is a chain of lives we lived. Even you cannot imagine how many times we were here and we left the earth. But all those times these bodies came, the soul inside was the same one soul. And the bodies around it were the instruments to discover the way back to the soul. First we had to go out, away, to discover the world, life, what's possible. And then, once a certain moment, consciousness felt it's enough. And then the return started. But still there were countless bodies necessary to return to the point where we started all, where all began. The soul left the source and went into time, but it was still a timeless, light that was inside all those bodies where we lived. And our consciousness grew and grew and grew, experienced. And now it's almost done. A chain of lives. And we are almost back. It's not long anymore before the soul is home. And all those bodies experienced things to discover the soul. And when the soul has reached, there are no more bodies needed. And that's the blessing. The light went out in the dark. At first it was dark, and then it became gray, and then it became colored, and then it became lighter. And then when the light was seen, it returned. Not that way, but returned in, back to the source, to the light. Light went out and found itself back by seeing the darkness. Everybody is on its way to the light. All those bodies, but only one light. One and the same light in all of us. Nothing can ever happen to that light. Welcome home. The way we look at the world, we see things, we see matter, we see objects. We are so used to see it as objects that we forget that in fact we are looking through a curtain. It is a curtain between you and God, or you could say between you and yourself. All this it's not real. We make it real, like we make ourselves real. We think this is reality. No, the inner is the reality. It's not visible, and we are the curtain between ourselves and our reality. We make things up and we believe it. It's a joke or a drama. It's whatever happens. It has to happen because we believe so strongly in things that they started to react. We gave it life. We gave life to dead matter, and now we pay the price. But once it's done, waking up, and we see all things are a veil. It's a curtain, a veil between what we are and the reality, what we think and what is real. And when you live with people around you, your friends or family, you see them like you did yourself struggle with life, with happenings, and there's a lot of pain and difficulties. And when you have worked through that karma that was the result of other actions, you finish the karma, you start to see clear. And then you see that in your family, for instance, they are in big trouble, but you cannot help because it's their karma. They must work it away to get clean and bright understanding of reality. Like you, they too have the road to finish, the work to be done. And you can help them if possible, but as a matter of fact, because they don't understand it's their karma they are working out, they want you to take it over. Like your children or so, they want you to do a lot of them. You cannot. But when you really understand that in former lives they were maybe not nice and they had karma and they must work the karma away in this life. As a matter of fact, it's not honest because they made karma with others in another life, and they want you to help them. Maybe they made karma with you in another form. That's a possibility. Probably when there's some bad things happen with someone, then that's the karma between you two. But you cannot take someone's karma away. And when that's done, when the karma is done, there is no more pressure in the mind, no more not very well clear seeing. Because of the karma, you cannot see clearly, and then you start to open up. The consciousness starts to open up, and you start to see how things are, and then you can see this is all a curtain between me and my real self. It's a veil, and then you can see a sort of long chain of forms that all was a following on the other karma, on the following and the following and the following, and now there is this body. This is probably the end of the chain of bodies, because the karma is finished, and you start to understand how life is. Life is
beingness, but it has nothing to do anymore with how you are and what you are. It is just being. It's not important who you are and what you are, and if you are rich or poor, or you have a title, or you are just a dummy at school. It doesn't matter. You are a living beingness. You are the awareness, the consciousness. And it will be pure and pure and pure until the body drops. I don't know how this came up, this story, but I was looking outside and I saw the things in the garden and in between the window with the curtain. And I really thought, there's a curtain between me and what I see over there. And boom, I say, yes, there's a curtain between me and what is seen. And what I see behind the curtain is not a reality. The curtain covers it. So look through the curtain to the reality. Then you see it's not matter, it's not stuff, it's not things. It has not a vast content. It is energy. It's consciousness. It is it is just stuff, but you are not really an object. In you there is the vision, the seer, and that makes up all this around. It's a story, a movie, a film, and you are not what is seen, but that behind your eyes there's the seer, and the rest is veiled by the curtain. So look through it and see yourself. Good luck. It's a story. It's fun.
Being the witness means being nobody, because the witness is not somebody or someone. The one doing it is the body. The body uses hands and feet and is being occupied in actions. And there in the actions there are also sensations and expectations. But when you withdraw inner and you see yourself as witness, you see your arms doing something and stretch out and take something, and you see your legs walking somewhere to get something or whatever is the goal. It is the body doing the actions, but inside is that which sees. And that is not occupied with the actions. It is not a body or a thing, or it is it has no form. And that's where nothing can touch it, because it is not touchable. The body actions, you can hurt your leg, or you bump your head or whatever. The body can feel when it is busy. It has action and a reaction. But the witness inside, that's what you are. You see yourself doing. When you walk, you see your legs on the ground, and you see the ground passing by when you walk. One step, next step, next step. You see As a matter of fact, you see the ground gliding under you. You are advancing, and the same way you can see you can realize and experience your inner being that sees all these movements. That's what you really are. It has no form, but yeah, that's when the form drops away, it still remains. It is not a thing, but it is you. That means that you are always free of whatever happens around. It doesn't touch you because you have no form to be touched. You are witness, you are seeing. Seeing has no body, it has no form. Knowing has no body, has no form. Being has no body, has no form, but we always think being, yes, I am that, and I will do that, and I go do that. That's the problem. We jump in the actions, and we lose the free, that's the self. Self has no form. It's easy if you think of it, if you are aware, and then there come tests to prove that you really stay as a witness. But know that even when there is a test, you are only the witness. I have my tests always, but I know whatever happens, it happens just with the form and not with the witness that I am. Be happy, that's the happy state.